Mickey, we've seen Noah now 2 of the last 3 starts be pretty dominant. When he is on like he was today and against the Reds, what stands out as the difference for you?
Yeah, to me, really tonight, the changeup was really good, but the fastball command, he was dotting his fastball. Even in that 7th inning, to come back to those last couple of hitters and throw 98, 99 and kind of dot it up at the bottom of the zone, gives you a lot of confidence. Okay, if we don't have to hit for him, he's going to go back out and pitch the 8th. So for me, it's his fastball command. If he's getting that 4-seamer and that sinker where he wants to, he's able to dot away, run the sinker down and in. His off-speed stuff's going to play because they have to respect that really good fastball so much.
I know we've talked a lot about the 4-seamer with him specifically and pitching up in the zone, but in your mind, is getting that 2-seamer dotted like you're talking about the most critical aspect for him?
Probably, because that's his biggest strength, is throwing down. There's just no doubt about it. He's more comfortable doing that. His fastball plays better down there. So for him to get his 2-seamer and his 4-seamer going where he can dot it down first, and then, if he wants to elevate one here and there, that's great. But fastball command down in the zone with that good angle that he has is the most important thing for him.
Is that something that is just mechanical for him? Is there any differentiating factor on the nights like we've seen these 2 of the last 3 where he does have that command versus the nights where he doesn't?
Yeah, that's so hard to say. It could be many things that don't allow a pitcher to command. First and foremost, you're not going to be on top of your game every night. Most nights you have to battle because you're not going to have that precise command. There's not a ton of Greg Maddoxes out there. So, especially a power pitcher like Noah. He throws more strikes than most and has historically in his career than most power pitchers do. So when he's on, he's able to do that, and then the other team has a tough night.
Mickey, you referenced your winning percentage with Ramos behind the plate before the game. I take it that's going to improve a lot more if he shows the kind of power.
Yeah, if he hits grand slams, he's going to continue to. No, that was great. He got the head out. He pulled the ball in the air, which is something that we've been looking for out of him. Even in BP, we're trying to throw him a little bit more middle end to make sure he gets the head out, and great swing and a big moment. That was, we kind of made him pay for a little mishap there, and that's what you have to do when you're a good team.
How much do you need him to hit for power, just considering you went into this year thinking he would be middle of the order bat for you?
I mean, power's a bonus. He's not going to hit 30 homers. He's never been that guy. But you want him to pop one every now and again and have a good approach and drive in runs. That's one thing, he's done all season is get some RBIs. But it'd be nice for him to be a power threat in there as well. Not just for the homer that you get, but for the intimidation factor of the other team having to plan for your lineup. Like, hey, you got to be careful with Ramos. Don't make a mistake, because when you say that in an advance meeting, that lengthens your lineup out. Some guys are in there and they're a dangerous threat even when they aren't going good, but you want them in there because it's a tougher lineup to face, even if they're not going their best, because they have that power threat. At any moment they can hit a grand slam or a 2 or 3 run homer.
4 wins in 5 games, back to 500. Is it at all a looser, happier team than it was a week ago?
Well, I mean, yeah, when you're winning, it's more fun, if that's what you mean. But you know what? They've been loose. They've been focused the whole time. So I'm proud of them for continuing to have a lot of enthusiasm in the dugout, even when things were going bad, and focused. And they've been persistent. Now we got to keep it up. It's not just, we're set now. We can just do whatever. They've done a good job of battling back now, and now we got to kind of take off from here.
How would you assess when there's as much talk as there is about you pitching up in the zone? How critical is it for you to just have that 2-seamer working?
I try to elevate when I can. But pitching is a lot more fun when you just go out there and you don't think. So I felt like I did a fairly decent job today about what I was necessarily doing mechanically on the mound. I just kind of had my cues and tried to deliver a quality pitch every time.
When you say you had your cues, what specifically were you, making sure to stay with?
Just trying to keep my front side closed for as long as I can and really drive off my back leg. And just get my hands going, really.
We saw you, after you came out, with Dave Island in the dugout, it looked like you were talking about your curveball. Did you feel like you were getting on top of that pitch a little more
I
today?
feel like as the game went on, especially the last inning, that curveball got better.
Because you were getting more on top of it
I
than
just
on
kind
the side?
of didn't have a great feel for it at the beginning of the game, just kind of spinning out of my hand as opposed to just kind of throwing it like a fastball. But I made a nice adjustment at the end of the game.
You mentioned having issues earlier in the year trying to grip the ball, and especially in weather like this. How were you able to manage with that aspect today?
I just threw one slider the entire game, and I just liked it about 50 feet. So today I was primarily forcing sinker, changeup, and occasional curveball. It's really encouraging, and definitely start to build off in the right direction, especially when I threw one slider.
Well, the command you've had, has that been able to help you cut down the walks? I think that's just one of these last three starts.
Yeah, I don't really pay attention to that. Really just try to win every pitch.
You said pitching is more fun when you don't think. Were you thinking about a potential no-hitter into the 6th inning?
I was not. No, that's was not what I was thinking about. I was just have a tendency to think too much about what my body is doing as opposed to just being free and easy and letting it rip.
Why do you think you were able to do that tonight?
I feel like I was just kind of in one of those back myself in a corner situation. The only way I could get out is to relax and have fun.
On this role this season?
I mean, you know, I feel like, you know, every player is different. So every player develops differently. Some guys could come up to the big leagues and perform right off the bat. Some guys, it just takes a little bit longer to develop, you know, learn the game, etc. But I just feel like I put in a ton of work tirelessly this offseason. And I mean, I always continue to work, you know, throughout everything I went through, you know, my career so far. So I just feel like a lot of the hard work I've been putting in, you know, starting to pay off.
Surprised you at all to get the hit sign 3-0?
Nah, it didn't surprise me. Nah. You know, TC gave me the 3-0 green light before my rookie year, and I swung. And you know, this team it's a little different. The mindset and approach is a little different, and we're very aggressive. And you know, we don't really care what situation we're really in a lot. We just want to get the job done, get the hits, and I feel like, you know, the coaches were confident in me in that situation, and I was confident in myself. So, you know, I wanted to let it eat out and just want to give him a strike, you know.
Some guys don't like hitting 3-0 because they feel like they have to get a hit, but you're comfortable in that situation?
Oh, I love hitting that 3-0, especially, you know, you work so hard to get to that count, and you know he has to come to you, you know. So a lot of times pitchers miss over the heart of the plate, and you know, you gotta, like you said, you gotta do some damage with it. You know, you can't swing 3-0 and get out or roll it over. You know, that's a bad lick. You're gonna hear it from us in the dugout. So, you know, but I didn't think about that too much. You know, like I said, I just give it all to all the work I've been putting in. So, like I said, I was very comfortable and confident in that situation.
Not only made me feel very happy because, you know, I'm trying to do my best. I've been working really hard at the cage, trying to, you know, get my timing back. You know, today I take good at bat, and that made me get more confident.
What's been the biggest thing you've been able to do to get that time?
Try, you know, working on, you know, see the ball travel more, you know, try to get jammed a little bit and see if I can get my timing to hit the ball to the other way because I'm you know, pulling the ball a lot. So that made me feel happy today because I take good at bats and I try to hit the ball to the other way, but pretty much tonight, and, you know, I feel great at the pace of that.
How much do you take it on your shoulders when the team is going through tougher times? Because maybe you feel like you haven't been doing what you like to do offensively. Do you feel a lot of pressure?
No, I don't feel any pressure. You know, to me, you know, you got two jobs, behind the plate and offensively. You know, I feel I've been doing a really good job behind the plate with those guys and been throwing the ball really good. You know, I have to separate all those two things. Not only hit the ball well, just call it a good game. You know, I'm not hitting really well in the past few games, but, you know, I concentrate to calling the game. And right now, I'm working on the game, trying to put those two things together. I did it well tonight, and it made me feel happy because my timing, I'm getting my timing back.